My relationship with my dad, Peter Daniels, he actually he adopted me in 1994. My actual name is really, Robert Daniels Thompson. And that's because I'm adopted. I'm adopted. And I love it. The same way that we were adopted by God, I am adopted by someone whose life has affected me positively. I remember a time when I made an investment that I absolutely lost every penny of it. It was huge, but I lost it all. And I was really kind of afraid of calling him and telling him about it. Why? Because I didn't want him to know. I really didn't want him to know. But one thing I did, one thing I knew was that it was better to go to him and to talk to him about it than it was for me to kind of keep it secret. Because I knew his life, the positive things of his life had really determined in many ways the outcome of mine. You need to realize that at any given moment, there's a few different kinds of people in your life. The first kind of person that you see in life is called the compromiser. He's a compromiser. It's interesting about compromisers because they're always ready. People that are compromisers, they're always ready for you to try to compromise, and they're trying to get you to compromise your standards. That's what a compromiser does. He gets you to try to compromise your standards. You often wonder what in the world is going on with this person. These compromisers, they're fair weather friends. Basically, in kind of an interesting way, they're the gold diggers of life. They go around you when they think that you're driving a Lambo, but yet at the same time, they're the first ones to leave you when you're not. They're just gold diggers. They come around you when they think that you've got money, but then they leave you when they think that you don't. I think even Eric Clapton said it was pretty interesting. He said in a song, he said, everybody knows you when you're up. He said, but nobody knows you when you're down. Nobody. Nobody knows you when you're down. But they do know you when you're up. Man, when you're up, there's everybody is around. But when you're down, nobody's there anymore. A Christian artist back many years ago, whose name was Barry McGuire, he wrote a song that was called I Walked a Mile. And here's what this song said. He said, I walked a mile with pleasure. She chattered all the way, leaving me none the wiser with all she had to say. But I walked a mile with sorrow. You see, when there's pleasure, everybody's around. He said, but I walked a mile with sorrow because nobody was there. And he goes on to say, and never a word said she, but all the things I learned from her when sorrow walked with me. Boy, isn't that the truth? I learned so much. So remember, there's compromisers. Those compromisers are there to help you to compromise and to keep you from the road that you really need to be on. It's really interesting. This world demands right decisions in order to give up the fruit of the ground. It demands right decisions. The second type of person that's with you is an individual who we'll call a companion. A companion. Now, a person that's a companion, we don't really know their effect on our lives. The jury's always out on companions because there's always a moment when That companion goes one way or the other. They either go to the compromising side or they go to the next person who's always there. This person is few, they fly alone, just like eagles. And this person is the committed one. You'll only meet a couple of these your entire life. These individuals who truly and genuinely care about your future. These individuals are very few and very far between. Wow, that is just so true, is that they're very few and far between. And once you know who they are, you realize that they're undeniably committed to your future success. And once you have them, you never let them go. Those individuals, you never let go of. You see, Joshua, without Moses, Joshua would have been nothing. Without Elijah, Elisha would have been nothing. And without Timothy, or without Paul, the pastor, Timothy, would never have been anything in life. He was an afraid young man. But with them, with those committed to your life, those who care about your future, they care about whether you succeed. They care about how much money that you have in life. They care. Those individuals are individuals you never let go of, no matter what you have to change about yourself.